This woman want to see you die. She took your picture to a seer and was shocked to learn about you. The moment your image was placed in the hands of that seer, everything in the room changed. The candles flickered, the walls trembled ever so slightly, and the woman who had been plotting against you thought she was just playing a game. But what she didn't expect was what the seer would say next. The seer's fingers stiffened as she held your photo, and a cold breath escaped her lips. "Who is this?" she asked, not to the woman, but to the space around her, as if someone unseen had entered the room. The woman, smug and confident, whispered your name with venom. But that confidence was about to crumble into pure fear. Because the moment your name was spoken, the mirror on the wall cracked from the center. Not a coincidence. The seer's voice dropped into a whisper. "You shouldn't have brought this here. This person is protected." The woman laughed at first until the room went dead silent and she saw her own reflection vanish. She thought you were weak, someone she could laugh at behind closed doors. She believed that taking your picture to a reader would confirm her victory. But what she encountered was something darker, older, and more powerful. Something even her hate couldn't pierce. The seer's hand trembled as she returned the photo. "Leave now. Don't return. You've brought something cursed into this space. And it's not them. It's you." She didn't say another word. That woman ran, but her legs buckled, halfway out the door. Something followed her home that night. She has not been able to sleep since. She has burned every candle, chanted every protection spell, and yet the presence grows. The presence tied to your name because your energy, it's not ordinary. And the seer knew instantly you are marked for something greater. She saw the truth about you. Not just your name, not just your face, but the weight of what's coming for you. She saw visions of doors opening for you in places where doors were always locked. She saw whispers being silenced. She saw your name engraved in places that can't be erased. And that's why this woman panicked. She never intended to uncover that you are destined to rise. She only wanted confirmation that you were finished, but instead she witnessed the beginning of your uprising, something that scared even her blackened heart. The seer warned her, "Do not curse them again. Your fate is now sealed unless you make it right." But the woman didn't listen. She returned home and started trying to reverse what was seen, but it was too late. The energy of your ancestors had already been awakened. You don't know this yet, but you are being watched, not in fear, but in reverence. Even forces beyond the veil have been alerted of your journey. And that woman, she triggered a chain reaction she can't control. She opened a portal that night, and through that portal, the truth began to spill. Your truth, your divine protection, your unstoppable path. No spell she casts will undo it now. No gossip will dull your light. She is being haunted by your strength. She keeps hearing your name in places where no one is speaking. Her phone glitches when your photo appears. Her mirror fogs over when your name is mentioned. You are everywhere because destiny has made you unavoidable. The universe didn't stay silent. That visit to the seer awakened the energy around you. Now unseen helpers have stepped in. Some are walking in human form. Some move only through the spiritual, but all of them are defending you in ways that you cannot yet see. That woman, she underestimated what she was dealing with. She thought she was fighting flesh. But what she walked into was an anointed force. You are covered in layers of divine design. Touching you isn't just dangerous. It's suicidal for anyone with impure intent. The woman is seeing signs. Owls near her window. Shadows moving when no one's near. Whispers when she closes her eyes. She thought it was just fear, but it's not, it's warning after warning. Stay away from you. She doesn't know what to do. She has gone to temples, churches, seers, sages, all to shake off the grip of what followed her home. But no one can help her because it's not a curse. It's justice. The kind that cannot be bought or reversed. You don't even need to lift a finger. She is being broken by the very energy she tried to weaponize against you. She's learning the hard way. Your soul can't be touched. Your name can't be played with, your path can't be hijacked. She's beginning to realize something else. You were sent to this world with layers of hidden power. And it's not just her who tried to interfere. There are others, jealous ones, envious ones, but none of them will succeed. You may have felt low. You may have questioned your strength. But let this truth settle deep in your spirit. Someone tried to destroy you and they ended up destroying themselves. That is how powerful your energy is. And here's the part no one saw coming. The seer didn't just see your protection. She saw what's next for you. And that's what scared her the most, because it's not just defense. It's elevation. It's expansion, it's unstoppable growth. A major shift is coming. The woman may have triggered the chaos, but you will receive the crown. A door that was once bolted shut is about to swing open in your name. You didn't chase it. You didn't force it, but it's been commanded to open. You will soon understand why the attacks came, why the betrayal happened, why the picture was taken. Because it all leads to your rise. The suffering wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And the seer, she knew it instantly. She said, "This one is chosen." Let that sink in. She didn't whisper it. She didn't hesitate. She knew you're not just protected. You're selected. And everyone who tried to distort your truth will watch your truth become unforgettable. So breathe deep. Let their guilt consume them. Let their hate bounce back. You are not touched by what they planned. Their rituals can't touch your real power because your spirit has already stepped into what they can't destroy. Your name is safe. Your path is alive. And the picture they used to mock you, it has now become the symbol of your survival. You won. She thought it was over. She thought she could erase the energy just like deleting a photo. But what she didn't realize is once your truth is activated, it begins to echo through the unseen world. Her attempt to erase you only caused your destiny to become louder. That night, the dreams began. Not for you, but for her. She couldn't sleep without waking up in a cold sweat. In every dream, your face was shining and hers distorted, broken, unrecognizable. She was being shown the imbalance of what she tried to create. She now lives in fear of mirrors. Every reflection flickers, every shadow stretches. Every knock at the door feels like a judgment. She's not afraid of you. She's afraid of what you're protected by. You don't even know how many people have tried to figure out your source, your calm, your rise, your silence. And each time they get close, something happens. Their life starts unraveling because your name is protected by forces they can't name. This woman is now being isolated. One by one, the people who used to conspire with her are stepping back. They feel it too. A heaviness, a regret, a knowing that messing with you was a spiritual crime. She tried to play God with your life, but what she summoned wasn't control. It was consequence. And now that consequence is folding around her like chains. She can't smile the same. She can't speak your name. And every time she tries, her throat tightens. The seer warned her once more. This person's life has a pattern you cannot interrupt. Whatever you do to them will return to you tenfold. The woman didn't believe it until her phone stopped working, her business began crumbling, and her health started failing. You didn't even lift a hand, you kept walking quietly, steadily. But your energy, it spoke louder than any words. It became a signal in the spirit world. Angels, guides, ancestors, they all turned their eyes toward you. And here's the truth. You were never supposed to find out what she did. She wanted to keep it hidden, to smile in your face while wishing for your fall. But the universe had other plans. You had to know, not so you'd retaliate, but so you'd rise. That photo she took to the seer, it was supposed to curse you. Instead, it revealed the crown above your head. It revealed the divine blueprint written over your life. A map of future victories that no enemy can alter. The woman now walks with shame. She looks at others with suspicion, thinking they know what she did. And in truth, they do. Even the ones who were never told are sensing something off about her. Her energy is exposed. Meanwhile, your name is beginning to be whispered in rooms you've never entered. Opportunities are forming. Conversations are shifting, people are dreaming about you, thinking about you, wanting to work with you. All because your light can't be hidden anymore. The woman hoped to break you. What she did was break the silence around your greatness. She forced the spiritual to move in your favor. And now what was once hidden is undeniable. She doesn't even want revenge anymore. She just wants relief. But no one can give her that because you were innocent. And when the innocent are attacked, justice doesn't wait for courtrooms, it rises on its own. She thought your softness was weakness. She never expected that the calmest person in the room could also be the most divinely protected. You didn't have to scream. You didn't have to plot. Your presence did the work. And now the story is turning. What she meant to be your downfall has become your spotlight. The places that once ignored you are now paying attention. The people who doubted you are now curious. And the opportunities that passed you by before, they're circling back, because every attack she sent out became a signal to heaven. Your spiritual team was not asleep. They were observing timing. Preparing. And now they're moving in, cleaning your path, elevating your name, and silencing every whisper against you. The woman who once held your picture now sees it in her mind daily. She can't stop thinking about the glow, the aura. The way the seer stepped back and whispered, "They are not yours to play with." Let her regret. Let her tremble. Let her face what she called into her life. Because your story is not one of revenge. It's one of resurrection. What they thought was dead inside of you is awakening. What they tried to bury is rising in power. You are not finished. You are just getting started. You don't know how many people felt a shift the moment she tried to curse your name. It was as if a bell had rung in the spirit realm and every unseen guardian around you stood to attention. She lit the wrong flame. She spoke the wrong name. And now her world is spinning backward. That woman wakes up in the middle of the night sweating, hearing footsteps that aren't there. But deep down she knows this is not haunting. This is warning. This is consequence arriving on time. This is what happens when you try to tamper with a soul that's been chosen. She can't breathe without feeling a tightening. She can't enter certain rooms without the lights flickering. Mirrors are now covered in her home. Candles burn down without her lighting them. And every time she hears your name, something around her breaks. You were quiet for too long. You let things slide. You walked away with grace even when you could have retaliated. But now it's not you fighting. It's the unseen army around you. And they are not holding back anymore. The seer wasn't just frightened by what she saw. She was transformed by it. She told others. Whispered your name to people in spiritual circles. This one is unlike the others. She said this one carries a contract with light and any harm against them will return, multiplied and multiplied it did. The woman who brought your photo in secret is now afraid of her own reflection. She avoids eye contact. She feels watched, not by you, but by the very presence that stands behind you every time your name is spoken. The seer had seen darkness before. But never had she seen light push back with such force. She saw glimpses of your future, places you haven't reached yet, victories you don't even know you'll achieve. But the most shocking part, you were surrounded by golden circles of ancestral fire. That's when she realized you're not ordinary. That woman in her petty jealousy walked into a war she didn't understand. She wanted validation that you were weak. Instead, she found confirmation that you are untouchable. Now her own life is unraveling slowly publicly. Her relationships are strained. People are pulling back. Strange things are happening around her. Phones crashing, glass shattering, doors locking by themselves. And her dreams, they're no longer just fear. They're warnings. Warnings. She refuses to listen to because even now, even after everything, she's still watching you. Still stalking your every move, hoping to find weakness. But what she finds instead is that your glow has only grown brighter. Your eyes sharper, your walk stronger, your power undeniable. She hears your name in rooms where she thought she was respected. She sees your face on timelines she used to control. She scrolls and there you are, rising, shining, surrounded by energy she could never replicate, no matter how many rituals she tries. Because power like yours can't be stolen. You didn't ask for this battle, but you were built for it. And the truth is, you've already won. You were never meant to be destroyed. You were meant to be revealed. And this betrayal, it was the spark that revealed your brilliance to the world. Now pay attention, because the seer left her a final warning. A prophecy, one she didn't want to accept. If you try one more time to curse them, your name will be the one forgotten. Since that moment, nothing in her life has been stable. Her hands tremble when she tries to write. Her voice shakes when she tries to speak your name again. The spirits around her don't even wait for permission anymore. They act. Meanwhile, you are protected in ways you'll never fully understand. Your footsteps are guarded. Your thoughts are shielded. Even your silence holds weight. Now you are being prepared not just to survive but to thrive in public view where no weapon against you will prosper. You are entering a chapter where every hidden blessing, every overlooked favor and every delayed opportunity will rush toward you. Not because you begged for it, but because divine order has demanded your reward. The woman who wanted you destroyed is now crumbling. She has cried. She has begged. She has tried to undo it all. But the truth is, she never had the power to curse you. She only had the illusion. And now that illusion has turned on her, because the minute she showed your photo to that seer, your protection activated. And now there is no going back. The woman's regret has turned into obsession. Not with you, but with undoing what cannot be undone. Every day she tries something new, a different chant, a new healer, a fresh spell, but nothing works. Because what she disturbed wasn't a human path. It was a divinely sealed assignment. She checks her phone every hour, hoping the seer will give her a new remedy. But the seer refuses to respond. In fact, she has blocked the woman entirely. She warned her once, never interfere with a chosen soul. The woman laughed. Now even she is too afraid to speak your name aloud. And you're being pulled into a season where everything stolen from you is going to be returned with interest. People who ignored you will be forced to recognize you. Those who doubted your worth will choke on their assumptions, because your life is no longer quiet. It's roaring forward. You're not the same person anymore. Something has shifted in you, maybe you haven't told anyone, but you feel it. That inner strength, that calm clarity, that unshakable intuition, it's real. And it's a sign that your ancestors have stepped closer. That seer didn't just see your present. She saw your future throne. She saw the rooms you'll walk into, the alliances you'll form, the light you'll carry into dark places. She saw that even in your silence, power moves on your behalf. And that woman, she saw it too, but by accident. And now she lives with the curse of knowing she can't stop what's coming. She made the mistake of trying to drag your name through dust. But your name is wrapped in something sacred. It cannot be stained. Every time she opens her mouth to speak against you, something around her breaks. Glass, trust, peace. Her own reflection. She once controlled the story, whispered lies behind closed doors, smiled to your face while wishing your downfall. But now no one believes her anymore. Even her allies are suspicious. Her words fall flat, her fake kindness reeks of guilt. The mask has slipped. Because when you're chosen, the truth always reveals itself. And now the woman's face tells the story. Hollow eyes, shaky hands, sleepless nights. No filter can hide the weight of spiritual consequence. And the more she runs, the heavier it gets. Because your energy wasn't meant to be stopped. It was meant to be crowned. The seer in her final vision saw something unforgettable. A divine scroll with your name etched in gold, surrounded by unfamiliar symbols, not of this world. It was as if heaven itself had registered your victory before the battle even began. And that woman, she tried to rewrite the scroll. She tried to interfere with what was sealed. But the moment she touched that energy, her own fate was rewritten. Her future darkened. Her timeline corrupted. Now you're rising. Not through revenge. Not through rage, but through alignment. Through divine justice. Through hidden doors that open without you knocking. Through connections that appear without explanation, through favors you didn't ask for but fully deserve. People are watching you now. Some with admiration, some with fear, but all with curiosity because no one expected this. No one saw this coming. They thought the attacks would break you. They thought the lies would bury you. But you're not buried. You're being unveiled. The next phase of your life is already writing itself. Quietly, boldly, without apology. And those who once doubted you, they're whispering about how you did it, how you rose, how you stayed kind yet powerful, how you walked alone but never empty. She now understands that your energy is more than protection. It's a weapon of light. And every time she tries to strike again, the strike turns inward. She feels it. Her body aches. Her dreams scream. Her spirit begs her to stop, but it's too late. You've already crossed the line she tried to block. You are now in your activation phase. Your vision is sharpening. Your energy is clearing. The fog is lifting, and your blessings, they're arriving ahead of schedule. That's what scared her most. That even with everything she did, you are still rising. You're not just rising, you are becoming undeniable. There's something she never expected, that her wicked act would unlock the very blessings she was trying to block. But that's how destiny works when the soul it's guarding is pure. Every curse spoken against you has now become a confirmation of your power. That photo she carried to the seer, it was never just a picture. It was a key. A key that unlocked layers of your identity you hadn't even discovered yet. That one moment of betrayal triggered an entire realm of awakening. And now it can't be reversed. You've likely felt it. The unexplainable clarity. The moments where silence feels louder. The pull to places, names, or memories you haven't thought of in years. That's not random. It's alignment. And it's happening faster because someone tried to erase what was never erasable. This woman, once so loud and confident, now walks in silence. She avoids eye contact. She no longer speaks your name, not out of respect, but out of fear. Because every time she does, the air shifts, lights flicker, devices glitch, and her own reflection twists. She sees things no one else sees. She hears knocks when no one's there. She smells fire in rooms where nothing is burning. Her own space has turned on her. And deep down she knows it all started the moment she messed with your destiny. Meanwhile, doors are opening for you without your effort. Phone calls from people you never expected. Invitations you didn't chase. Respect from places where you were once ignored. It's not luck, it's divine restoration. Everything she tried to block is finding its way back to you, stronger than before. But here's the part she can't accept. She was never your equal. She tried to compete with someone she couldn't even understand. She thought you were soft, naive, unaware, but what she didn't know was that you were heaven-made. You weren't just born, you were placed. Your energy wasn't built to blend in. It was designed to disturb the plans of darkness. And disturb them. You did not through conflict, but through alignment, through silence. Through staying true to who you are, even when your name was being dragged. And now the reversal is complete. The seer reached out again, not to the woman, but to someone else to deliver one last message. A message that she didn't want to admit, aloud. That soul you brought to me is about to walk into the kind of favor that others only dream about. The seer saw a vision of your name on documents, not ordinary ones, legal, financial, spiritual things written long before you were born, now being activated because the time has come. You are entering a phase of life where no introduction will be needed. Your presence will speak. Your work will echo. Your name will travel faster than you can. And every person who once questioned your purpose will now be silenced by your rise. She, on the other hand, will have to watch. Watch as you step into rooms she prayed you'd never enter. Watch as you smile through success she hoped to bury. Watch as your name climbs higher. Not by manipulation, but by divine instruction. And there's more. The moment your photo touched the seer's table, something from your past was awakened. A bloodline promise, a long-lost blessing, a hidden inheritance, not just of money, but of position, voice, and impact. It's coming now, not because you begged, not because you fought for it, but because someone tried to block you and the heavens decided to release what was rightfully yours. She has no idea what she's triggered. She opened a portal she can't close. She activated energies she can't control. And now all that's left for her is to witness the very thing she feared. You stepping into your throne. And here's the final twist. The more she tries to run from it, the louder your name becomes in her life. The more she tries to erase you, the more the universe amplifies you. Because your purpose, it was never optional. It was written. It was sealed. And now it's happening.